let's dive right in. Who are millennials? So as you can see, millennials really span a pretty large age range. Now, no two studies can agree where millennial starts and stops and where Gen X begins, but for the purpose of this, we're going to go with the young millennial group that currently their age is 18 to 24. So that's the majority of the workforce right now that's really making the impact. You've got the older millennials, myself included, where we've been in the workforce for longer. So the challenges that are coming up are really more with that younger demographic. So that's what we're going to be talking a lot about today, is the younger half. So what do millennials want? Turns out, kind of the same thing that we all do. Respect. That's the number one thing. Millennials want respect. They crave that respect. One of the challenges is that, I know it comes up a lot, is this word entitlement. So sometimes it comes across that they feel that they deserve to be respected simply because you hired them and they're there. So we'll peel back some of those layers in a little bit. But other things, work environment, they want to be comfortable. They want to be able to come into work and not feel stressed, not feel threatened by any other employees, feel that they belong there, that they're a part of something. Growth and development is the number one requested priority from all millennials, and that spans the whole age range. They want to be able to learn. They want to grow. They want to be able to move up in positions. That ties right into learning new skills. That's how they grow. You have to teach them. They want to learn. That's a skill that millennials excel at, is learning, especially the younger ones who are still in school, still studying. Learning is simply what they do. So we have the opportunity to tap into that. Freedom and flexibility, there's only a certain level of that you can give, of course, depending on whether you're running a pizzeria, whether you're running a business that requires constant client contact. But there's still some level of freedom that can be had, regardless of what kind of business. And then last one, who wants to dread going to work every day? No one. Millennials simply voice that more. And when they dread going to work, they tend to quit. So really, what do we have listed here that we don't all want, right? These are things that we all share. These are not unique just to millennials. They're simply vocal about it. So getting the most out of millennials is really two-parted. Tap into their strengths. Multitasking. Yes, there are studies that multitasking is bad for productivity and so on and so forth, but in the food service industry, multitasking is one of the most valuable skills. Millennials are built for that. Talking on the phone, helping a customer, doing something else, that simply comes naturally. That's a very, very valuable skill, and one that doesn't need to be taught. The fact that they love being challenged, that they're ambitious. Millennials are hungry. They want more. Tap into that. They aren't afraid to try new things. Throw a challenge at them. Say, all right, today you're going to be doing this position instead of your normal position, or you're going to shadow this person. They'll jump at the challenge, and that's going to start to engage them. They're going to say, okay, I'm not bored. Because, of course, boredom tends to be one of the things that millennials complain about the most. They may outright say, I'm bored, or they may show it in other ways by being on their phone more often or talking too much to their coworkers. There are ways that we can get around that. There's also things that we have to do to help fix some of these skill gaps that they have. We have to, first of all, identify what they are, and second of all, it's our responsibility as leaders, as managers, to figure out how to help them. And that ties right back into their strengths, learning, being challenged. And most importantly, it's up to every manager to be a role model, team lead, whatever position you are. If you have people reporting to you, it's your job to model the behavior that you want to see. It's not always easy, and you're allowed to make mistakes. Doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but be that example so that they know what's expected.